Hi, Happy New Year 2024. It's been a while, hasn't it? And I probably owe you an explanation. This is a quick recap on why I've stopped, what I have been doing during this time, and, well, what I will do, what I expect to do during the next year. So, some of you may know that I used to have a Russian YouTube channel, and it held up starting from 2021 February up until the war, when, I really had to rethink what I'm doing, why I'm doing things, and do I want to continue in this vein? And I realized that I probably want to switch to English. Back then, I used to do lots of honestly low quality videos. I had a very cheap camera, then I used my phone, and they weren't great, but they were fine. And I got to almost 1K subs, which was amazing. I felt so great then. Fucking wars, man. Not that my problem is the biggest one out there, but Anyways, this channel, when I created the English speaking one, I've decided to up the ante quite a bit. I bought a new camera. I bought a lot of gear that previously I didn't have. And I was, very adamant about doing the best videos I could. So I was uploading that up until the December 23rd of 2022. But there was a problem. It basically became a second job for me. I was uploading, hopefully a video every 2 weeks, but each video took me around 16 hours, if not more, to make. And at first it was fine. It was all right. I was publishing consistently, more or less, but I definitely felt that I'm burning out because at the same time I was studying perfumery, still am actually, but I didn't have the time for it. I legitimately just couldn't make the time for actually learning perfumes. I was buying them, I was reviewing them, I was going through them, but the goal that I had in my mind is that I would create perfumes. And that's very important for me. Anyways, I had a coach back then that, we really talked about things about my career, about my goals. I have a very loving girlfriend. I have my family. I have finances to worry about. And I know that, YouTube channels, they can pay quite a bit. Would that pay immediately? I don't know. So when talking with her, we realized that maybe I should let myself grow first and figure out some things about myself rather than just to push through without thinking, without reflecting, and just going and grinding because I was burnt out. When I decided to stop, a huge weight was dropped off my shoulders. I could spend the time to actually do things that I feel are valuable. So I was studying perfumery. I did a lot of lectures, worked a bunch, delivered a lot of value to my client companies, shareholders. Yay for that. Millions of dollars or pounds or whatever. Went to Milan, to Essence. Had quite a few realizations about myself and how I relate to perfumes, and also met some very cool people. It was actually quite amazing, especially Dana Sandu. Sandu? Dana Sandu. And then we went to Barcelona Perfumery Congress, which, in my opinion, it's better than the Essence, simply because it's much more industry focused. They're not promoting their super duper perfumes that all smell the same. It's actual people with actual knowledge about the chemistry, about the perfume making, and some actual perfumers going in there. That to me was where I realized that that's where I am and that's where I should be. Also met some very cool people there. Shout out to Modi and to Artur Grigorian from A7 Perfumes. And what I realized is that I don't really like fragrances as much. Not in a way that I used to anyways. Before I used to spend, $200, $300 each month on some new fragrances. But now, especially after Essence, I realized even the niche kind of smells all the same to me now. And it's so crazy. It kind of ruined it for me. But there are still fragrances that I'm very passionate about. And the fragrance making, I am very passionate about. So this year, I'm planning on releasing videos. That's for sure. But at the same time, there will probably be something along the lines of what we have right now. Me talking to a webcam rather than the full setup. Actually, I gave the camera to my girlfriend. She's also making some music videos for herself. One day I'll take it back from her. But the topics will be different as well. Mostly they will be still about fragrances. More about the industry, about various topics that I care about, rather than specific fragrances or top 10 lists. I don't think I should or even can keep up with the, meta of YouTube videos for fragrances. If you want top 10 lists, you have your curly fragrance, you have your Noel, you have your, fragmentals, your gents scents with benefits, right? Gents scents, all of that. And they do the thing much better than I do, or much better than I could probably, because I don't feel passionate about that anymore. And what I do feel passionate about is I'm currently working on a software that will make lives of indie perfumers, independent perfumers, much easier. And that's something that I'm constantly working on right now. Other than that, the actual focus will be topics about perfumery that I find fascinating, that I find interesting or valuable. As a software guy, as a person who is creating perfumes, there are things that I could express my thoughts about and that could be valuable to you guys. If you don't like what I'm about to do, well, you can unsubscribe. We're not that many anyways, and I'm niching down the channel even so much more. But if you are interested in more in-depth topics, other than, hey, this is a sexy panty dropper that you should definitely check out, oh God, I think that this could be worth your time. See ya. And thank you.